I just want to encourage somebody today. God is taking you into your promised land, and you need to step up to the edge of that land and just go through. No matter what doubts, no matter what fears, no matter what you're experiencing right now, I just want to speak life into you. You know, the Israelites were faced with this in Numbers chapter 13 and 14, when they were encouraged by God to go into the promised land, and the spies went over, and then they came back, and there was all these different excuses about why they couldn't go, one of them being the giants in the land. And so, you know, there's going to be giants where you're headed, but listen, God calls it specifically rebellion when we don't step into the place that he's calling us. And I know God is calling y'all to some great places. Do not rebel against him. That word rebellion actually means do not come to this place of fearing what's over there. It's a rebellion as in, I don't believe enough in your goodness, God. I don't believe enough in who you are to go to the place that you're calling me. And I just want to encourage you today, you need to believe enough in where God is taking you, because he's taking you to great places. In Numbers chapter 14, verse 9, when Joshua and Caleb came back, this is one of the things they told the people. They said, listen, do not rebel against the Lord, and do not fear the people of the land, for they will be our prey. Their protection has been removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. Now listen, your enemies don't have any protection. You've been protected by God, and by your faith and belief in his goodness. You need to step into that place of promise. You don't want to spend the next 40 years going around this mountain that you've been trying to get around. Instead, you need to plow through that thing, believing in the goodness of the Lord. When you do this, you will enter his rest. Entering God's rest is very important, his Sabbath rest. In Hebrews chapter 4, that's the place that we learn about that they did not enter. The Israelites could not enter that Sabbath rest, and they couldn't because they lacked belief in the goodness of God. And I just want to encourage you today, don't miss your promise because you're afraid, or because you think that when you get there that you're not going to receive what it is that God's promised, or you have an enemy pushing you back right now and giving you all kinds of excuses like you don't have enough of this and you don't have enough of that. Who cares? Listen, if God said, then it's yours, because it's God's promise, and God never breaks his promise. He's not a man, he cannot lie. He always positions us for success. You see, if your daddy tells you to go somewhere, he's going to make sure you have all the provision to get there. Your daddy's never going to tell you to go and then pull back and say, oh, figure it out yourself. No, he's going to give you everything you need, because you know what? When you get there, it's his name. See, he's prepared you to carry his name. See, when you have success, it's God who gave you success. It's God who did it. See, this is not about your glory. It's about his glory, and he intends to give you a little bit of a taste of his glory when you follow and do what it is that he's calling you to do. So I just want to encourage you today. Listen, move into the plan, promise, and destiny that God has for you, and it's by faith. And faith starts in the heart. Your spirit's been made whole. Your soul's transforming. Put a hedge of protection around your head and begin to speak those scriptures until you get into the land that God has promised you. Great things are going to happen to you. He's giving you a divine setup, and he wants you to be prepared. So rest by faith in him, and you will see the promise come to pass. I promise you that.